Good evening everyone and welcome to another Scouts of Entertainment Reforged replay. Today's replay is a 2v3 siege in the Mines of Moria. And so we'll start with the person who sent me in the replay, which is Baconfish302. And he'll be commanding the army of Rohan today. And as you can see here, his first line of defense is 2 units of the Westmark Spearmen. Look like a pretty strong unit of Rohan. Certainly good for holding choke points anyway. Now this is going to be a pain in the ass to navigate through, so bear with me. You've got some Riddermark archers, nicely positioned here on the hill, good firing angle. You also have a catapult, the great angle of the bridge, should be able to hold for quite some time. We also have some Riddermark axemen here and some Westmark marshals. The fancy red cloak axemen. We also have some more Riddermark axemen, some Helmingas archers. So I've got 2 units of axemen here. Another unit of the Westmark marshals, mixed in with some more Riddermark axemen. So he's gone heavy on the Riddermark axemen. And I haven't seen any of Rohan's heavy hitters yet, but they might be up here. Okay, we've got some Erwin's Shield Maidens. Here we are. We have the Hornburg Sentries. These are the guys I was talking about before. We also have some more Erwin's Shield Maidens. Doesn't look like we have anything guarding the Tomb of Durin. Or Tomb of Balin maybe. Could be the Tomb of Balin's tomb. Anyway, if we see any more Rohan units, we'll call them out, but looks like we have some Gondor units up here, and they belong to Nubiwan, who'll be commanding Gondor today, and he's got some Nimlothian Honor Guard. Looks like his general is in this unit. It's going to be hard for him to inspire his troops from up here, though. Moving down the hill on the other side of the Moria Mines, we have some Axemen of Losanak, some Caer Andros Swordsmasters. We have some Pelagon Marines here, excellent javelin unit. We also have some more Gondor infantry with the shielded upgrade. Yeah, it looks like we've got 2 units of infantry here. On the other side, we have some more Pelagon Marines. So he's gone heavy on the javelins, which is good. We have some Wardens of Minas Ithil, a deadly. I think they're body piercing as well as armor piercing, but we'll have to wait and see. We also have some Ithran Rangers who are body piercing for sure. We also have some Fountain Guard, more Gondor infantry armoured up, Gondor archers also armoured up, some Citadel Guard, Fountain Guard, Caer Andros marksmen, and more Caer Andros marksmen. And he's deployed his stakes here so the enemy, if they have cavalry, can't just charge through and swamp him here. So, you know, that's smart. And he's just going to pull back and try to hold this little choke point area here, and it looks like he'll do that for some time. With the javelins and archers, it'll be difficult for the attackers to break through this gauntlet. He does have a lot of firepower at his disposal. And so we'll move on to the first of the attackers on this side, which is Orcs of the Misty Mountains, commanded by Captain Jervis. G'day again, Jervis. He's got some heavy goblin spears here, mixed in. No, just goblin spears and goblin halberds, it seems, mixed up here. We also have some black Uruks in the mountains, a great shock 2-handed sword unit. We also have some cave trolls. These guys look pretty fierce and intimidating, but after their first attack, unless you charge them again like cavalry, they're not really that effective after that. We also have some goblin infantry, probably a cannon fodder unit, which is smart. He'll need plenty of cannon fodder to waste Gondor's archers in the first wave anyway. We also have a ballista, which will be valuable, taking out any catapult. I don't think Gondor actually has a catapult, I didn't see one. We have some cave trolls here, some heavy goblin halberds as well, more heavy goblin spears, another unit of black Uruks, some heavy goblin crossbowmen. I think these guys are pretty overrated. They can go down pretty quickly under sustained enemy fire. And they're slow to actually shoot as well. And so move on to one of his next ally, which has a bit of a march ahead of him, which is King Like Ham. Maybe he's hungry. Anyway, he's commanding the realm of Angmar, which has some trolls of Gundabad first. We also have some Guardians of Khara Dûn with the armor upgrade, some witches, which will be definitely vital later. Armor upgrade is actually beneficial in this case because they got to charge through a lot of arrows to get up through the defenses, well, to get through to the defenses really. We also have some War Riders, which will not be that effective, especially on the Gondor side where he's deployed his stakes. Has another unit of Guardians of Khara Dûn with the armor upgrade. Angmar Marauders, 2 units of them. 1 unit of the Gundabad Guard. 1 unit of Angmar Halberds. And over here we have some more units. Another unit of Gundabad Guard. And some Black Watch Legion. It doesn't look like they have the armor upgrade. They've got that brown tinge to their armor, so it looks like it's just a standard Black Watch Legion. And I think that's actually it for him. So I move on to the final attacker, which is Umbar, commanded by Proxima Centauri. That name really sounds familiar. Anyway, there's some Numenorean Shield Guard, 2 units of them, 1 unit of the Harbingers of Castamere, the deadly 2-handed unit of Umbar, whose helmets vary from standard to goat horn to bull horn, I think. See, goat horn, devil horn, or maybe bull horn. Yeah, bull horn. Bull horn, goat horn, standard helmet. Anyway, we have. I thought we might have some sentinels in there, but it looks like it's just a Numenorean Shield Guard. Moving up, we have 1, 2, 3, could be 4 units of the Casimir's Legion, along with some Abrazanium Nadu Taruk, some Abrazanium Nadazagar, I believe, which appear to be the 2-handed heavy sword unit. You also have some Corsair light infantry, some Corsair pikemen, some Abrazanium Nadu Awib unit here. There's a 2nd unit here. And I think that's it. So I'll get this battle started and hope you guys enjoy it. Okay, so Umbar will obviously move off his battering ram unopposed because Rohan has not deployed on this side of the ravine. He's deployed on the other side. And he has his catapult in position. We have Gondor troops taking their firing line positions. Yeah, I don't remember seeing a catapult for Gondor. But that ballista will still be deadly to his archers and any other unit he has bunched up here on the hill. So Gondor's got to be wary of that ballista when it moves into Moria. Citadel Guard should actually change their formation if they want to protect this choke point. The enemy can try and sneak around here and here. Sorry. The enemy will try and sneak around here and here. Obviously the War Riders will not be able to use this one. There's also those 2 areas over here that have the stakes to stop them from really charging in. Looks like a little bit of a weight on our hands, so I'll just fast forward it. Okay, it looks like the Orcs of the Misty Mountains have breached through first, followed closer by Umbar, I'm sure. Angmar looks like he's coming to help the Orcs of the Misty Mountains. This is definitely the harder of the 2 choke points, because Gondor's been allowed to really spread out his archers. He's got a nice firing line to protect this tiny little choke point. And he's got these troops here to hold them back while he pummels them with arrows. Like I said, this is going to be a bit tricky first. Camera's going to be screwing up a lot every time I move into Moria. Here come the Goblin infantry. So will newbie one take the bait? Okay, we'll cross over to Umbar's side in a minute. It'll take some time. How effective will this be? Goblin light infantry doing their job. Captain Jervis wasting Gondor's ammo nicely. Oh, he's charged the crossbowmen in a bit early. That's a bit unexpected. I don't imagine they'd last too long. Remember, he does have the Citadel Guard here. It's hard to imagine what target the heavy goblin crossbowmen will be able to shoot. Oh no. Looks like they are in range. Okay, let's have a look at their volley. Yeah, the Goblin crossbows do fire at a much higher velocity. I can't keep up with their arrows. But the Gondor archers are standing up to it nicely. Their armor upgrade really helping them out here against the crossbows. But the Goblin crossbows, I will say, are standing up really well to the Gondor archers as well. But I think the Gondors have victory in this little skirmish fight. And it looks like they're getting help here from the back lines. One unit of Carandos marksmen opening fire. Okay, Captain Jeb is pulling out his crossbows because he's not going to win that fight, not by a long shot. Alright, we'll cross over to Rohan's side. That looked pretty cool. Here we go. Okay, we've got Corsair Light Infantry moving up. Rohan conserving their ammunition because this isn't the target to go after. Although we'll probably wait a little bit until his allies have really committed their own armies to the fight. I'm not sure how that will really help him because Angmar's not coming his way to reinforce his attack. Be curious to see when he times his assault. But right now nothing's happening here, so I'll cross back over. Okay, we have some action going on here. Heavy Goblin Spears moving up. Archers letting loose. Oh. Seems to be a never-ending rain of arrows. Oh, we have some body-piercing arrows coming in here. Oh, we have the blister moving up, but it looks like they're being targeted. Let's see who's firing. Okay, we have the Athelian Rangers. Rohan's also sent over some Riddermark archers. We have the Carandos marksmen firing as well. This unit's halted their fire. And Gondor archers are also firing. Looks like Captain Jervis is trying to get his blister out of here. I think it's a bit late for that. If he's not careful, he'll lose his crew before it's done anything. Okay, it's time to drop and run. Okay, looks like he's actually going to get him out of there. It's a good thing too. If he lost that ballista at the gate, that'd be a nightmare for him to launch his assault, because Angler and Orcs combined would only be able to stream through very slowly, if not be able to go through at all. There's a bit of a risk there. He almost made things very hard for himself if he lost that ballista there. So, you know, although it hasn't worked out too well yet for Captain Jervis, he does have a sizable portion of his army left over, and he has wasted a lot of the Gondor ammunition already. Looks like we have the Corsair Light Infantry moving in. Yep, you have the Corsair Lights moving in. Yeah, fire arrows. Oh. It's a shame the animation doesn't let them fall off the bridge. We could just watch them fall off the bridge. That'd be really cool. Okay, Corsair pikemen try to go around Rohan. Looks like Rohan's ready for it. We have a contingent of spearmen here with a bunch of reinforcements, including Rohan's best troops, as well as an archer unit in reserve. So he's ready for this. Okay, we have the Abrazanian Nadu Awib. So we got quite a... Okay, we've got the Rohan catapult being activated. Here we go. Oh, nice hits there. Really good hits. That certainly made things difficult for Umbar. Yeah, them clogging up this bridge isn't a good idea. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh, we got some fire over here. You got two archer units. Oh no, he's deployed his second reserve archer unit here to fire at those on the bridge. Okay, he's halted fire. It looks like Umbar will have to try and go around. This bridge is a suicide mission. He's trying to get his troops up the hill. Corsair pikemen. The side of the hill here affording the Abrazanian Nadu Zagar troops some protection. They are starting to drop though. He does have some quality troops left. He's got all these units of Casimir's Legion. Just quickly check out the other side. Looks like we have Gondor sailing out to the gate. It's a nice little he's deployed his troops nicely because his archers can actually shoot with greatly reduced risk of hitting his own men. And here we go. Body piercing, getting a couple of friendly fire hits. But thanks to this formation, most of the arrows are hitting the enemy as they should. And those arrows appear body piercing. Yeah, it is the Rangers. Here come the troll drummers to boost morale. Those Rangers proving very deadly against the Orcs of the Misty Mountains. It looks like Angmar's about to arrive. Okay, Nibby One's retreating his Citadel Guard and probably going to unleash all his archers on this force. That'd be the only reason he'd be pulling back right now. Which is why Captain Jervis is eager to get out of there as fast as possible. But Baconfish isn't letting him hide. He's positioned his archers to fire directly into the heavy Goblin Spearmen here. Goblin Spearmen now getting no protection. What are they going after? Oh, they're going after heavy Goblin Crossbowmen. Unfortunately, most of the arrows are going into the hill here. Sorry, into the gatehouse. Nah, about 90% of the ammo is going into the... Riddermark now broken. Umbar is now through. Umbar was going for an outflanking maneuver, but it turned out not to be necessary. Harbingers of Casimir have broken through on their own. '91 to '93. Hornbird Sentry is being sent against the Warg Riders and Witches. Warg Riders make it impossible for the Witches to get a shot off. Which is withdrawing. Corsair Blackguard's getting ready. Oh man, if this volley goes off, this will be gold. I think Rohan's in a spot of trouble here, but he does have two quality units left. So we'll just fast forward it. Okay, Harmons of Casimir being committed. Oh, a good volley there. Hornburg sentry's done a great job surprising them. I've shut him down. Wargriders trying to get a nice surprise charge on Rohan. Hornburg sentry's done a nice job sandwiching the Harbingers of Castamere and the Corsair Fencers. Corsair Blackguard having a tough time of it now. $95 to $95, still dead even. Witches of Angmar still yet to be committed. The Rohan General. Hornburg Sentry should win this fight. Proxima trying to withdraw some troops so they can get a shot off at the sentries, probably. Okay, it looks like he's trying to send the Hornburg sentries down, but it looks like the Corsair Blackguards are running away, turning around, shooting, running away, and it appears to be greatly diminishing the Hornburg sentries just like that. And they've reduced a quality unit down to 3 men. Well, 5. Okay, down to 2. And their town centre's in danger of being overrun now at this point. Which is Angmar trying to pull the Blackguard sentry strategy. The Blackguards have now forced Rohan to withdraw. Oh! There goes the Rohan general. Alright, I think the attackers have this one, so the witches spared no mercy. It's walking over the smouldering corpses to victory. Ho 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 ho. I think Rohan's running out of troops and time. think that's it. Okay. Congratulations to the attackers for a job well done. I thought it was really against them there. Gondor did exceptionally well, and so did Rohan, each getting over 3,000 kills. We'll just have a quick look at Rohan's kill count, see which units performed the best. Catapult got 550, no real surprise there. Riddermark Archers and Erwin's Shield Maidens did exceptionally well, each getting over 200 kills apiece. Riddermark Archers almost getting 300 themselves. I'm sure Gondor did a similar job. But, you know, hats off to Proxima, Captain Jevis, and King Like a Ham. Really pulled that victory out of their hat. They really saved those blackguards until they were really needed from Umbar's part. Really turned the tide. Captain Jevis also had some good shots with his witches. I was going to say lucky shots, but you know, it happens. King Like a Ham, great support. Was definitely needed to help Orcs and Misty Mountains punch through that choke point for sure. Thank you again to Pagan Fish. Well done to Newbie One, and thanks again to Bacon Fish for sending in the replay. It came right down to the wire. This is Scouts of Entertainment signing off. Catch you guys next time.